Here is the quick rundown of today's top stories. Monday, September 23rd. Dismissed Mayor Alice Guo has now in custody and transferred to the Pasig City Jail. Authorities confirmed that dismissed Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo was transferred to the Pasig City Jail female dormitory from the Philippine National Police Custodial Facility. The dismissed mayor's transfer was ordered by the Pasig City Regional Trial Court Branch 167 that is handling her qualified human trafficking case. However, the BJMP said that Guo will be staying in a separate detention cell after her X-ray result during her medical assessment showed that she has a possible lung infection. The Senate panel on finance approves the 10.5 billion pesos presidential budget in just less than 10 minutes. The Office of the President's Budget breezed through the upper chamber hearing, chaired by Senator Grace Poe, and was endorsed to the plenary as Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin stated that the amount is 1.88% lower than last year's budget. They believe that it will be enough for the president to meet the exacting demands of being the head of state and of government, the chief architect of Philippine foreign policy, and commander-in-chief. Senator Grace Poe noted the budget decrease due to some changes such as positions created and a lower budget for travel utilization. Palace confirms that President Marcos didn't go to Singapore just for the F1 Grand Prix. Presidential Communications Office Acting Secretary Cesar Chavez said that President Marcos was at home with family and filmed his weekly vlog. The president also reviewed and signed some documents as part of his weekend schedule. It can be recalled that last year, Marcos flew to Singapore to watch the finals of Formula One Grand Prix 2023 upon the invitation of Singaporean Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. His trip to Singapore came less than a week after his Indonesian trip for the 43rd Association of Southeast Asian Nations. In 2022, Marcos also visited Singapore twice. First when he traveled to Singapore for a state visit, and went back a month later for the F1 Grand Prix. President Marcos signs Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers into law. President Marcos has officially signed into law the Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers, which, he said, upholds the fundamental rights of overseas seafarers to fair wages, safe working conditions, and skills and competency development. In signing the Republic Act No. 12021, or an act providing for the Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers, on Monday, September 23rd, Marcos said it is a collective acknowledgement of the sacrifices of Filipino seafarers. The Magna Carta will also strengthen the role of the maritime institutions and stakeholders by setting the standards for the quality of accommodation, food, medical care, and other services that are provided for seafarers. Representative Benny Abante Jr. says that the House Quad Committee will still hold hearings during break. Expect the House of Representatives to continue grilling the likes of Cassandra Ong, Alice Guo, and Royina Garma in marathon hearings even during the upcoming month-long congressional recess. This, as Manila's 6th District Representative Bienvenido Benny Abante Jr. bared over the weekend that the House Quad Committee would continue to hold its hearings during the break. The quad-comm has so far carried out 6 marathon hearings, and the rabbit hole uncovered by Abante and his fellow House members has been quite long. The Manila lawmaker said it will take more time for them to expose everything that needs to be exposed. Sports Director Alfranchis Chua is once again the Philippine Basketball Association Press Corps Executive of the Year. For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, San Miguel Corporation Sports Director Alfranchis Chua will be the recipient of a major award from the PBA Press Corps as it holds its 30th awards night on Tuesday, September 24th, at the Novotel Manila Araneta City. Chua is set to be honored again with the Danny Floro Executive of the Year Award for the contributions he has done for the Gilas Pilipinas men's national team, while also looking over the operations of teams under the SMC umbrella in San Miguel Beer, Barangay Ginebra, and Magnolia as consistent title contenders in Asia's first ever Play-for-Pay League. Donald Trump says that if he loses the election, 2024 run will be his last. Former President Donald Trump said on that he doesn't think he would be running again for president in 2028 if he falls short in his bid to return to the White House in 2024. The comment was notable both because Trump seemed to rule out a fourth bid for the White House and because he rarely admits the possibility he could legitimately lose an election. Trump normally insists that could only happen if there were widespread cheating, a false allegation he made in 2020, and he's preemptively made again during his 2024 presidential campaign. Trump would be 82 in 2028, a year older than President Joe Biden is now. Biden bowed out of the race in July following his disastrous debate performance and months of being hammered by Trump and other conservatives as being too old and erratic for the job. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila